Tim, Courtney, you've got about $1.7 billion in assets under management. Do you buy on a day like this, or do you wait for that pullback? And it's like waiting for Godot. It hasn't happened.
Right. That's the trap that so many investors find themselves in. They wait, and markets are positive about 70% of all months, about 70% of all years, and you find yourself buying it at higher prices later. I think if you've got some cash that you're looking to put to work, go ahead and get it in. You can try to wait for days that pull back. We are going to have some 5 to 10% pullbacks. We had 3 last year. We'll have some more this year in 2017 and try to get it in then. But I would get some money in now because it's likely we're going to be buying it higher later.
Yeah, or you just do what the experts say, dollar cost average, once a month, same time. You get the top, you get the bottom. Sam Stovall, this market, some say, is very richly valued. The S&P 500 is trading at historically high levels. Are we ignoring some flashing signs with the Dow up 305 points and 3 minutes to go before this market closes at historic highs?
Well, Liz, I think a lot of investors are sounding like Yogi Berra, saying that history ain't what it used to be, and they ignore the fact that if this bull market ended today, it would be the second most expensive bull market since World War II. So that's the bad news. The good news is that we were up in January and up in February. That's happened 27 times since World War II. We were up for the entire year, 27 of 27 times. No guarantee it'll happen this time, but it certainly is a good precedent.
I need to ask Art this because I'm looking right now, and while we are still up 298 points for the Dow and up 31 points for the S&P, a little bit of profit taking here. What is your message to investors watching who are maybe thinking and getting more excited about jumping in?
I think one of the things you really want to be aware of the Ides of March. There's going to be some interesting things happening outside of the United States and European elections. That may well be the catalyst to cause that 5% pullback that we haven't seen yet this year. Sam is right. We see them all the time. We see them three times last year. We'll see them 3 times this year. It may be the election season in Europe that kicks that off.
Just 1 second, guys. I am seeing a little bit of a crowd. The traders are getting excited about the Snap Inc. IPO listing of the price. It's supposed to be above the band. It's $17 per share. We're going to know more in just a few minutes. But, oh, look, the Dow's up 311. So Scott Shelley, as a trader, see, they're running right now. What do you think is happening in the psychology of investors, and what should be happening as the president gave that speech?
Well, as a trader, you're not going to try to do market timing. You're going to do the dollar cost averaging like you spoke of, but you have to remind yourself that, hey, if you would buy the all-time high every year going back to 1929, you'd be a very wealthy person right now. So you have to kind of relax, not get too overly excited, but at the same time, you need to have some fresh money ready to come in the market when you do get the opportunity. But over the next 5-10 years, obviously the market will most likely be higher, as Warren Buffett would say. We don't quite know over the next 6 months, but you're going to have to be smart about that money. Make sure you've got some powder that's dry, and continue to invest for the long term, not the short term.
Okay, we have 30 seconds left. You can start hearing the cheering. Tim, I have 5 seconds. Your favorite stock to buy right now?
CFRA Group, they're a market leader in real estate services, and with global growth, they should do very well.
And there it is, folks. Make it rain. Dow 21,000. Make that 21,113 a new milestone. There's